Hello fellow collectors and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we are taking a look at Baxter Stockman from the first wave of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Ultimates from Super 7. I love this packaging. You have the classic logo here on the back, but then every character has this kind of manhole cover made specifically to them with Baxter's face and two Mousers over here. I think that's really cool. I absolutely love that. And when you pull the slip cover off, you get to see the figure in all its glory. Looks absolutely fantastic. It seems even bigger than I expected. It's kind of hilarious. The other figures so far have been, the right size, 7 inches or whatever, but he just feels even bigger. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the extra hands or the super stretched out legs. I don't know. But he just seems huge. I love it. I think he looks fantastic. He does come with a Mauser over here, so I love that. Yeah, he's got his accessories. He's got a little, I think this is an anti-mutagen gun, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe it's just a generic laser. I'm not 100% sure on that. And then he's got his electrified fly swatter with a little turtle on it, which is absolutely fantastic. And then on the back over here, you have a little bio for Baxter, so if you want to go ahead and read that, you can pause the video. But yeah, really cool packaging. Like this quite a bit. Going to go ahead and get him out of the box, and we'll take a closer look. So here's Baxter out of the packaging, and he looks absolutely fantastic. I love this figure. I think they did such a great job. It reminds me so much of the original figure. I mean, they just absolutely nailed it. He looks really good. He's got the wings and extra set of hands coming out of the back here. You can see how it looks like the shirt is ripped. And you even have, like, this coat piece is kind of a softer plastic, which goes over top of the body. Then you can see that the coat extends to the arms, but the arms are not the same soft plastic. First off, the head sculpt, amazing. Just so good. They really crushed it. The texturing on the eyes, I think, looks fantastic. Color scheme all looks really good. He's got his little bow tie. He's got this syringe here in his pocket. He's even got the wedding ring, which I didn't even notice the original toy had. But it does, it's just unpainted. So for articulation, the head can move side to side, no problem. I think it's supposed to have a little bit of up and down, but I really can't get much out of it. There's kind of an ab crunch, but because of the soft jacket that goes over top of it, it's a little weird to get it to move, but you kind of can a little bit. I'm just probably going to leave it. As far as the wings and the extra set of arms, you do have a joint here and a swivel. And then you have the same joint and swivel here in the, I guess, elbow of the second set of arms. Now, this is a little tight. I thought you were supposed to have a swivel there. It certainly looks like you're supposed to. Yeah, I have no problem swiveling in on this one. So apparently it's just a little tight on this arm. I'll have to be a little careful with that and make sure it doesn't break on me. There we go. Okay, there we go. Got it to move. Nice. That was a little scary. But yeah, so it has a hinge and a swivel there. And then you have the same hinge and swivel here in the hand. So, very cool. Lots of great articulation there in the extra set of arms. The wings have a hinge and a rotation, so you can get them in whatever pose you like. If you kind of like a little bit more of, seeing the wing, you could do something like that. I kind of just like to put them at about this angle, maybe something like that. I think looks pretty good. You have, of course, a hinge and rotation in the shoulder. And then you have a hinge and rotation here in the elbow. A little tight. You have a hinge and rotation in the wrist. For some reason, the hands on mine are really loose. I don't know if they weren't pegged in all the way. Let me see if I can... No, still pretty loose. But he does come with some extra hands we'll get to in a moment. For the hips, you can go out to the side, front to back, about up that high, back that far, out to the side, about that much. He's got two joints in the actual knee and then in the ankle, and that's so that you can put him in this kind of squat position. I know a lot of people have talked about, straightening his legs all the way out and how he doesn't really stand all that well, and I would argue it's because he's not really meant to. I mean, he's not really meant to stand tall like that. If you're familiar with the original figure from the Playmates line, he always had, like, squat, bent feet like this, and so that's what he's really supposed to look like. And when you do that, he really has no trouble standing whatsoever. And he looks really great. So if you want the option of stretching his legs out, you certainly can. But I really feel like this is the pose he's intended to have. But you do have swivel and hinge here and here at the ankle. So you do have that movement. But yeah, he looks phenomenal. I mean, they did such a good job. It looks, whoops, it looks exactly like the original Playmates toy to me. They did such an amazing job. Now he's a little back heavy because of the wings and the extra set of arms, but you can definitely get him in a pose where he'll stand no problem. He does come with a ton of accessories. So as I mentioned before, he's got a ton of extra hands. I would say, let's see, he's got 3 extra set of hands. Very open hands. And again, got that ring. He's got closed fists, as you can see here. And then he's got like another set of, I guess this is for the fly swatter, because it's kind of a circle hand. And then the open hands are probably for the gun. So here is the gun. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a retro mutagen ray, but I could be wrong about that. Sorry, let me fix this here. Very plain, just gray, but I think it works. It does what it needs to. And then it's got the fly swatter. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think the colors on this from the original toy are swapped. I thought this was more of a pink color and this part was the green, but I could be wrong. When I was a kid, I completely lost this piece and I just had the fly swatter, and that was good enough for me. But you can see they did a nice job detailing it, and they even have that crushed baby turtle on there. That's some really great attention to detail. They did a nice job with the squashed turtle. But yeah, so basically, from what I understand, if we use, let me get one of these hands. So you could put it through like this, and I'll probably switch this hand out. But then I feel like if you wanted to try to peg this back on, you'd have trouble because it's very tight fit. And I really don't even know what this is supposed to be. I guess it's supposed to fit over the wrist or something, but it doesn't fit over the wrist because it's too narrow. You can see that there's no way his arm is going to fit in this area here. So I'm not, oops, I'm knocking him over. I'm not really sure what you're supposed to accomplish with that. Let me get him posed up. There we go. So I really don't understand this piece at all. I don't really get what it's for. I think it's supposed to go over the wrist or the forearm, but it's obviously not going to work. So I'm guessing you're just going to kind of put it there to just like hang, but not really work out. I don't know. It's weird. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take this hand off completely, like so. And then I'm going to give him the tight fit hand so we can put that in there. And the hands are actually pretty easy to switch out. You just kind of pop one in, or pop one out, pop the other one in. There we go, that's all the way in now. And then I'm just going to put this off to the side because I don't really know what I'm supposed to do with that. But I love the look of the fly swatter, and so I just want him to hold that. And then I'll probably put the gun over here in this hand. And this should be able to feed in through here without too much difficulty. Well, as I say that, and now I can't get it in. I'm assuming this is, here, I'm going to do this. I'm going to take the hand off because this is going to be easier. I think the problem is coming from the dial on the back. How do I want to go about this? Maybe something like this. Put it in like this. Is this really not possible? This has to be possible, yes. Really doesn't want to fit in there though. There we go. Wow, it's kind of a tight fit. That dial on the back really kind of gets in the way, but it is possible, but it's kind of a tight fit. Does the other hand on the other side work better? I'm almost reluctant to take it out of this hand now that I got it in there. Let me see if for some reason it fits in this one easier. Yeah, it does. It seems like it does. That's weird. So maybe I should switch this around. Take this hand out. And also I wanted to show off real quick, he does have this wristwatch, which it's kind of funny to see the wristwatch molded into the arm. but it's necessary so you can take the hands in and out. There we go. And then we will put this in the other hand over here. And then we'll peg this one in. And that way he can wield both at the same time. There we go. So we'll get our hands situated. There we go. That looks great. And of course we have to talk about the mouser. Really nice, really sharp. I'm kind of hoping they eventually do like an army building pack for these. Or just pack them with some other characters, however they want to handle it. But you can see that the mouth opens and closes. The top part of the head is all molded in, so it's just the bottom jaw that opens and closes. But it gets it across. It does the job. Nice foot symbol there painted on the top. The legs can turn like this, and the neck can turn from side to side. So, yeah, they look great. I definitely want more of these. They look really, really good, and I'm happy they included one. The other thing is the last accessory comes with is a weapons rack with gray versions of all the accessories. Now, I don't think the original toy had this. I think they created this just so that every character would have a weapons rack. And I also think it's funny, the one weapons rack you could actually get to stand because it doesn't have pieces underneath. And it kind of falls over because it's too top heavy. But I do think it's cool that they included it. Like I said, I'm pretty sure the original toy did not have this, but they wanted to do the uniform weapons rack gimmick throughout the wave, so I do appreciate that. But yeah, these are really, really excellent figures, and this guy definitely is much of the same. Does not disappoint whatsoever. I think he looks absolutely fantastic. Like I said, the only thing I could possibly complain about is some of the wrists feel a little loose, but it doesn't hinder posability. It doesn't droop or make any of the poses not possible. So it's a minor nitpick, and I don't even care. These look fantastic. I absolutely love these. At this point, I don't know how available these are still. I know Super 7 probably doesn't have them on their website anymore, but you could try maybe Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, things like that. eBay, you could always try. I definitely recommend picking these up. If you're a Turtle fan, especially a fan of the original action figures from Playmates, Super 7 has done an amazing job of replicating them. And, just kind of bringing them into the modern age of toys with posability and articulation, all that kind of great stuff. Paint applications look so good, and the accessories are fantastic as well. So I absolutely love it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, thank you so much for watching.